Thanks for watching Live TV. This is The Pulse for Thursday, August 30th. All right, fans of reality TV and celebrity hair care, it's a big week for you. Ben from the show Shear Genius was in town. He stopped by Lucky 13 in Clintonville to show off his styling skills. Live TV's Elisabeth Ann was there to get the scoop. Elizabeth, what's going on?
Forget what you know about hair or what you think about the Bravo series Shear Genius, because I am going to meet one celebrity today who I've actually watched on TV, and I'm sure all of you have. Come on inside. Let's check it out. We are at Lucky 13 today, and it's a pretty lucky day here at the hair salon because that was cheesy, wasn't it?
That was awesome. No, that was good. That was really good.
We have Ben Mullen with us, and if anyone is familiar with the Bravo TV series Shear Genius, you're going to know this guy because he was second runner-up.
Almost, yeah, I almost won it.
So
almost.
close. You should have won, though.
You know, it's cool. I mean, I could have definitely used the $100,000, but, you know, to pay off, like, Home Depot charge cards and, like, Guitar Center and stuff. But, yeah, I'm cool. Second place was okay. I mean, it got me to Columbus, Ohio, you know.
Yeah, in Columbus, everyone knows it's the city to be in, you know?
I was out here, I think, 2 years ago to see Gil Montero play at Scully's.
Oh, really?
And I've always kind of had a secret crush on Columbus, actually. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your series. I know everyone's interested in what was it like behind the scenes? Is it really what you see on TV?
It was pretty accurate. You know, I can't really talk about too much because I'll get yelled at if Bravo ever watches this, you know. But it was pretty much like how things were portrayed when I saw it, because I didn't see it. We got done filming, and then I had 2 months where I had to keep my mouth shut, where I couldn't tell anybody I got second place. So I told my girlfriend and my mom.
And they were excited.
Well, if you can't tell your girlfriend and your mom, for some reason they rat you out, you're doomed, man. You know, you're screwed. You're totally screwed. So, but when I saw the episodes, you know, I mean, it was pretty accurate. I had a really hard time watching the ones that I knew I did bad on, like anxiety, like my heart would start pounding, you know. And then I went through about 4 weeks where I just stopped answering the phone, because people that you thought not necessarily were dead, but like high school teachers got a hold of me and called me on the phone. That's illegal, right? Like that shouldn't even like be allowed to happen. And then anybody that you've ever met from like age 14 on all calls you, and then everybody thinks you're rich because you're on TV.
Oh, so they all want to talk to you. Everybody comes out of the cracks, and it's kind of like what they say, they jump on the bandwagon.
I don't know what kind of bandwagon they were jumping on, though. I mean, like, I didn't make any money. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like, yeah, I was on TV, and now I'm really busy cutting hair, you know? And if that's a bandwagon you want to hop on, I guess that's cool, but, you know.
But I mean, it's good. Okay, so you didn't make a lot of money. Now you have this publicity, and you're using it, you know, to put yourself on this self-promotion tour, pretty much, is what you're on right now. Is that true?
Yeah, I just want to get out there, you know? I want a chance to meet people, and a lot of it's just kind of curiosity on my part. I mean, like, the reason why I'm here, Mary Satterfield found me on MySpace, you know, of all places. Imagine that. And drove down from Columbus for a haircut, and then ended up being super cool. I cut her, and then Ann and I took her out to this brewery. We drank beer, got drunk. She crashed, went home, and I said, hey, I'll come out. If you can find a way to raise like $500, I'll totally take off a day of work and come out and do whatever. So I was originally going to work out of her kitchen. And then Kathleen at Lucky 13 was all about doing it to get some promotion and like helping me out. So I think if I could find enough independent salons around the country and just kind of set up a little tour, I don't know, I think it'd be kind of cool, you know? Why not?
Tour. That sounds pretty cool.
Why not? Yeah, I mean, you know.
And you told me about something you have that you do now. It's called hair parties. So all you ladies out there, you know, you do maybe a Mary Kay party or, you know, some other little parties we won't go into. Yeah. You have, I can't say that on camera. Yeah. You have.
Is that a blow dryer? No. Are you sure? Yeah.
Okay. We have a hair party, which is very safe to say. And what is in that? Like you get a certain amount of ladies together and then cut hair?
Like what comes with your hair party? I guess it depends on what you're looking for. You know, I mean, I play sax in like a Motown funk band. I mean, like I can come with a band. We could go ahead and turn your club upside down, really be a hit at your next party, you know, do some haircuts, play some music. I could share really good recipes for sangria before we come out, you know. We could arrange it so that like basically it's you know, I'd like to get like $500 cash, which is cool, you know, because then I could take a day off of work and like not sweat about not having money. Just do that. Like I prefer to go to salons, I think, because of like shampoo bowls and stuff, but I'm cool with going to like a house, and, you know, and I could bring Ann, who's my lovely girlfriend and my colorist as well, and we could throw down high-end stuff and party and spend the night and go home in the morning. Ann's super cool, and she's been really supportive. I mean, at first, you know, I mean, like, you're walking around a Target, and then you got all these like 19-year-old chicks just running up to you and freaking out.
How does she handle that?
You know, probably about as well
Slap
as
'em?
anybody would. You know, I mean, she's just kind of like, what? You know. But no, she's been awesome though, and she was able to, because of being on the show and everything, and she was a colorist downtown, and I was working out of my house at the time, out of my living room before I did the show. I was just in between salons. It didn't work, you know. And she was able to quit her job and move out of Chicago, and we got a house, and she's got a 6-year-old. So like we're doing like totally something cool now.
Aww.
So we're all self-sufficient, and it's been a good year. It's been a good year.
What are some trends we can be looking for this year?
Are you talking like women and men, kind of?
What about for men first?
For men, I think that brown is the new punk rock. For guys, and no more emo haircuts.
No more emo.
No more emo
It's
haircuts.
out.
The bang in the face is just done. I think everything's kind of going back to like a little bit preppier. You know, like old Tony Hawk haircuts from like the Bones Brigade, like older like 80s like skateboard haircuts on guys. I've been doing a lot of those. Those are kind of cool. Just something that's a lot less predictable. Like if you're a rock and roller or like a guy that plays in a band, you don't necessarily have to look like it. It kind of matters what's inside. So I'm more targeting towards more like like almost like trash preppy.
Okay.
It's kind of what I've been seeing a lot of, or it's kind of like how I would like to see it, you know.
And what about women? What can the ladies do to get in fashion for the season with their hair?
I think like you have to fix what you have already, you know. I mean, definitely what we've been.
Say it's
doing
about rehab.
rehab.
This year's all about rehab.
This is the year about rehab. This is all about fixing your hair. You know, making sure you got a really solid cut and like a cool color, and making sure that it's healthy. And then after establishing all that, then talk about styling it and doing something different. So I'm all about bringing healthy, happy hair back, you know, not frying it out and just doing things that are a little bit less predictable. You know?
What about bangs? Are the thick bangs for girls going to stay in?
I hope so. But I guess it's a thing that everything else though. I mean, if a lot of people, you know, bangs originally would be people for like that had higher foreheads and stuff. So it all depends on how you're gonna wear it. You know, a lot of women don't realize that when you do that, you talk about that bang that comes down and it goes around. Yeah, it's a hot look. It looks awesome, but it grows out.
Yeah.
And then like in 3 days, you're sitting there with these clippies that you said you'd never ever use again, and you're pinning them to the side and everything. So it all depends on availability and, you know, how cool you are with styling your hair.
What advice do you have for hairstylists out there who are really trying to make it? You know, what can they do?
They could really focus on what they're doing and try to take pride in their craft. You know, that's the last thing the world needs is another hairdresser. It's already like super overpopulated, you know? Just basically drop your ego, leave it at home. You know, I don't know where hairdressers' ego is in the caddy factor. I have no idea how that ever got involved, but just basically go back, focus on your roots, you know. Just take pride in what you do, you know. Don't rush it. Don't be sitting there talking trash about people and with a cigarette dangling out of your lip, you know. Just be a pro, be cool, you know, keep your edge and just represent your craft and just be true to what you do, I think would be.
All right, thanks, Elizabeth, and thank you for watching. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you pick up today's paper. We've got the Ultimate Tailgating Guide in this week's Alive. All the information you need to know to get started on the Big Buckeye season. Let's go, Bucks. We'll see you back here next week for more, and we'll see you at columbusalive.com every day for updates. Thanks.